My name is Nick Pavano. I am Director of Operations and Business Development for MAINGEAR. And MAINGEAR, we are a custom computer manufacturer. We've been around for about 20 years. We specialize in high-performance gaming systems and workstations. I could tell you that, we didn't face any one major challenge. I think we were just looking for ways to improve and take our website and social media content and email newsletters to the next level. And, working with Jimmy really allowed us to dial that up in a major way. And, one thing I will say is, we've worked with many consultants over the years, and, they tended to specialize in one specific area, but the scope of support the scope of guidance was never really full spectrum. They'll understand our needs, they'll understand our challenges, and they'll make some recommendations, and oftentimes it stops there. Working with Jimmy was a very different, dare I say, unique experience in a very refreshing way, because not only did Jimmy take the time to research our company, research our competition, but he didn't just come back with some suggestions and say, hey, you should implement A, B, and C. He came back with a very well fleshed out plan. So there were well fleshed out strategies. There was a roadmap. There were SOPs. And at no point did it ever feel overwhelming, which is another thing that you might run into when working with other consultants. They dump a ton of information on you at once, and you feel very overwhelmed, and you don't know really where to begin. And we never felt that with Jimmy. It was, I don't want to say there was a lot of hand-holding, but it's just, and maybe it's his demeanor, but it was just, everything was very easy and smooth and simple to digest, and the information was delivered in waves. So there was a strategy of how do we make all these changes? How do we execute all these ideas in stages, in a way that's not going to overwhelm us? Because like many small businesses, we're a lean team and we wear a lot of hats. So it's easy to get all this information dumped on you and all these great ideas, and then you struggle with the execution. Jimmy really helped with the execution by breaking all these wonderful ideas into stages that we kind of followed almost verbatim. We started implementing all of Jimmy's strategies in late Q3, Q4 of 2023. Q1 and Q2 of 2024 were record months for us as a company. Year to date, we are about 38% up in revenue over last year. We're seeing a 20+% increase in email engagement. Our social media engagement's gone up. And we're just seeing quicker movement through the sales funnel in general. We were rather surprised by the way to learn just how people interact with websites. I think we knew that a lot of that information played a role in how people shop online, but until Jimmy came along, I don't think we realized the extent of just how important simple things like website layout, placement of specific buttons. I don't think we realized to the extent at which how important that stuff is. And Jimmy really helped us there. Seeing the visitor heat maps to know exactly how customers are engaging with our website, even seeing where they're clicking, suggesting that we put buttons where buttons didn't exist. And then the confetti reports to see just how visitors engage with every page of the website. That was a very interesting development, and something I don't think we really were prepared for, and something that I'll be the first to say I didn't think it would move the needle a whole lot. But the numbers really spoke for themselves. If you're on the fence and you're not sure, if working with Jimmy is the right move for you, I could tell you that it was one of the best moves we've made as a company in recent memory. Like I said, we've worked with a lot of consultants, but this was a very unique and refreshing experience. and I wouldn't really trade it for anything. And I'd like to add that this video, this testimonial, whatever you want to call it, this was my idea. I asked Jimmy if I could do this because it's not every day that you work with someone who could really make that big of an impact in your business in such a short period of time. And I felt that this was the least I could do to give back.